This is the story of two college graduates. So we both went to the University of Tampa. I graduated with a criminal justice degree.
And I graduated with a bachelor's in allied health with a concentration in occupational therapy.
Woo! Jamaica! Burns! So we are 2 years out because we graduated in 2014. Let me tell you about the struggle. The struggle is so real, you guys. You have no idea. Like, I mean, before we even went to college, we were in high school, of course, in the Virgin Islands. And in our junior year, that's when we were supposed to be serious about applying to colleges and, you know, getting our applications out there. I personally wasn't that serious. It was really my best friend Brittany that was like, alright, you need to apply. And I was like, why? We're not going to college until 2 years from now. Like, what's the point? You know, I would just do that in my senior year. What about you, Jamaica? Were you serious about applying to college?
I applied to 2 colleges. I applied to the one back home, UVI.
Okay.
And then I saw like this girl in school, in class. It was in my 12th grade class. She was like browsing like this school called University of Tampa. And I looked really pretty. I'm like, I'm gonna apply there too. And it just so happened I got accepted there. Like, that wasn't my plans.
Right. I mean, yeah, I graduated. I think I applied to like 4 or 5 colleges, but I really wanted to go to Clark, but my mom, yeah, it was all Brittany. I'll give Brittany that. So I went to Tennessee State University. So we just like, you know, I didn't really think about like, oh my God, I'm moving to Tennessee. This might be the place that I'm going to live for a long time in my life. And I really need to get prepared. Like, I wasn't thinking that. All I was thinking of, I'm out my mother's house. I could go to college parties. I could drink. I could do whatever I want because I'm outside of, you know, our whole comfort zone. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not bagged up anymore. I could do what I want. And that really what I...
Bag up like Cheetos.
I mean, that's what was going through my mind. I mean, I just don't think I was as serious as I should have been when I was going to college. But shit got real after we graduated.
Dun dun dun.
We realized that it's really not that easy. I mean, when we graduated in 2014, I thought that the bachelor's degree was like a golden ticket. Like, you know, the golden ticket in Willy Wonka? I've got me golden ticket! I thought that was my way into all the careers that I ever wanted.
Heaven's gates.
Like, oh! We thought that we were gonna, you know, the jobs would be falling at our feet. Like, yeah, I got a bachelor's degree. What you gonna do now? Like, give me the job. No. No. You have no experience. First of all, you have no references. Even if you had a summer job, I mean, that really doesn't count. You really have nothing but this piece of paper that you spent over $30K for.
You better multiply that by 4, because that's 4 years.
I mean, it's so much tension after you, like, graduate from college that people don't even realize. And I just think as though people just have this thought in their mind, like, I'm gonna get a job, I'm gonna get my career started, and it's just so easy, but it's really not. And I can understand why people, you know, think that way, because we're naive. I mean, we're really just 17, 18 years old. We're getting out there. We're not thinking about all the ramifications that come with signing that promissory note. They don't explain this stuff on the FAFSA or the federal loans or Sallie Mae.
Sallie Mae be like, oh, so you out of college, huh?
We signing our lives away and we don't even realize it.
Yeah. I mean, how much? I mean, just a ground estimate of how much student loan do you have, Jamaica?
1 second. Let's take a break. Honestly, I have like $75,000 worth of student loans.
What?
Yeah, I'm not even lying. I'm not even lying.
75. And do you even make anywhere close to that amount in your current job right now?
I won't be able to pay that off till Adam and Eve come back to this earth. I feel like we are taught that you have to get a higher level of education. You have to do this, you have to do that. And yeah, I understand that, like, I do, you know, I always wanted to go to college or whatever, but I never understood that it would take this much out of my pocket. Like, mom and daddy, like, yeah, I gonna pay for it, cool. But then when I realized that my name on the paper too.
What?
You ever see that SpongeBob meme? Like,
Bruh.
Like, the thing about federal loans that they don't tell you, or maybe they do that you brushed it past and you just got your refund check and you buying your Gucci bag or whatever, they don't tell you that if you do not pay back your federal loans and you go into deference over 2 years, you cannot get a federal job. One, they're going to garnish your wages. Two, on your taxes.
In addition, like, you know the refund checks that everybody be waiting for? You know that that's basically a loan that you get in the form of a check in the middle of the school year that you still have to pay back for? Wait a minute, with interest. They don't. Okay. They do not teach it to us because they really don't want us to know this stuff. I mean, who cares? When you get that $1,200 check and you're 18 years old, what you gonna do with that money? You gonna spend that money, honey? You gonna make it rain? Make it rain in Forever 21? You know, I mean, just like seriously.
So student loans, one, is a ramification about getting your college degree that we still face now. Two, we have to deal with finding a job. It is hard out there, you guys. It doesn't matter what state you're in. We're in Florida, in DC, New York, where the progressive people are and where the progressive jobs are that you can actually, you know, have a career.
And that's the thing. I want not correct Ariel, but it's not that you can't find a job.
The kind of
It's that you can't find a job within your field. Like, I got a job before I even graduate, but that job had nothing to do with allied health or psychology, which I got my 2 degrees in, at all. So you could find a job, you could flip somebody burgers,
yeah,
you could drop some fries in a grease, you know, in a grease pan, a pan of oil, but it's hard to actually graduate in May. And in May 2014 and May 2015, you're in a job or you have a career within your career, well, your field that you graduated in.
Right.
Slim to none. You're gonna find a job, yes, paying probably $10 an hour, probably filing someone's papers, but you're not gonna be working in your field. And we're not introduced to that before we graduate, so we're thinking that we're gonna be millionaires at 21 and 22, but that's not the case. And I feel like, you know, while in college, I feel like there should be more prep after graduation.
Like lifestyle classes. I mean, I feel that should be in your capstone class. You should have a lifestyle class. How to balance your checkbook. How to avoid getting in credit card debt. How to just find an apartment. How to even perform and present yourself in an interview. How to even apply for jobs. Yeah, it sounds funny and it sounds tedious, but a lot of people mess up on their resumes. A lot of people don't know how to carry themselves and what to wear to an interview and how to converse with the interviewer. I mean, it's just so many things that hinder people to get quality jobs.
And that's the thing. And in addition to what Ariel's saying, that's so true, because don't get me wrong, there are some colleges or schools that does prepare their students, you know, for interviews. Don't get me wrong, I had one of those courses. However, you may have the perfect resume in terms of your summer jobs, but you don't have that experience for that particular job, because half of our summer jobs have nothing at all to do with our field that we were studying. So you get this perfect resume of summer jobs, but it doesn't have on, like Ariel said, the references. You don't have the experience. You can be dressed shit sharp. You can be shit sharp, sharper than a knife. But seriously, like, you still don't have the experience that these people are looking for. And in addition to that, maybe some don't know your mother to get a job. So that's another thing.
Exactly.
And I know that's prominent, you know, back in the VI or what's not.
And
but
when you come to the States, you're in for a rude awakening.
Wake up,
because
smell the
you
coffee.
are nobody up here. You starting off fresh. You starting off from scratch. And in some cases, it's a good thing, because it's a good wake up call to people. Because in the Virgin Islands, it is about who your last name is or who you know and things like that. We know it's a problem. And it will forever be a problem until people come up to the States and they are in for that rude awakening. I knew nobody. Jamaica, did you know anybody in Tampa?
From a can of paint.
Exactly. You had to get your job by yourself. And that teaches you how to be a responsible, independent adult. That's what that teaches you. And yeah, we had to face it all the time. It was really sad for me. I mean, just applying. But I mean, I just had to face the facts and just be like, man, like, damn, this is really hard. One day, I think I came to Jamaica's house and I was like, Jamaica, I can't do it, man. I want to go back home, man. Like, you know how easy it would be for me to go back home?
Easy peasy.
I'm not saying that, like, it's easy for people back home, but I know for my situation, if I went back home, I know my mother would help me because she'll feel bad for me. I mean, I feel bad for myself, you know, but I know it'd be easier, but I'm like, you can't take that easier route, Ari. You have to do this by yourself. And that's the only way people gonna respect you. And they're gonna put some respect on your name. Like, seriously, like... But you see, I think the thing is there's over 2 million people that graduate from college each year in the United States. Think about that number. 2 million people, you know. That's another extra 2 million people added to the last 2 million people last year that you have to compete with.
It's true.
And we all have generally the same majors. If it's not...
And C's that get degrees. Then people could be dumb like bum.
Exactly,
But-
and be farting around in school and you busting your brains in class trying to get that A on that anatomy test, and guess what? Raja, see his way through. He saw his way through the class, and guess who got the job?
Raja.
Because Raja may have had a previous job that taught him how to conduct himself in an interview.
He's
You need
small, freaking ram.
you need practical advice and practical resources. Yes, school is good, but you need the practicality of these resources.
I don't know what from.
Bust up a big one because
They're doing research.
and in the library. No, but for real, Jamaica, like, you know, I mean, seriously, like, people, I just hope, and let me tell y'all one thing I want to hammer home. College is not the only option. My mother, and if you're watching this, ma, I got to say it, but college is not the only option. Jamaica, I know your mother is the same and your father is the same. It was junior high, high school, college. There was never any choice for us, like, maybe I should, you know, maybe I should do Cosmo, wow? Maybe I should do, you know, something I really
Trade.
yeah.
Man, people with trades, they'll be making that money.
Yeah,
Man,
And
even
I
gonna lie.
commend them because they're passionate about what they're doing.
Yeah.
Some people are forced by their parents to go to college and they really didn't know what they were doing. I mean, I basically was lost. I was lost, basically. So, I mean, I'm sure I have a lot of other people. College is not the golden ticket, guys. Do what you're passionate about. People are making more money than people in college. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't go to college. Of course, I will always root for college too. But do what you feel is right for you. Because you're the one who's going to pay back those student loans. You're the one who have to deal with those
And Sally may have no cover for her mouth.
Oh.
Sally may gonna find your number. She will find you. Seriously though, like, you know, listen, what are you in working? They don't care about that, you know. You sign your name on a paper, and they know they mean they're gonna get their money back.
That's
And they gonna, and
yeah.
sometimes, and if you don't pay your loans, it messes with your credit, so you're forced to pay them. You don't listen. Nothing ain't gonna mess up my credit, you know. Nothing matter because when I want to get my new car,
And your
my
house.
new house. No, but for real, like, you have to be mindful of that. Like, it ain't just always getting money to go to school. You have to think about, like Aria said, the ramifications, the consequences of, you know, these loans and not being able to pay them. Because you cannot pay them, that's fine and dandy. But when you work for that first paycheck, when you actually do get a job, what Aria say, your check gonna get garnished.
It is.
And if you don't know what that means, that basically means they're gonna take out all that money from that check and pay whoever needs to get paid.
And they don't care about your rent. They don't care about your
At
life.
all.
You'll be eating ramen noodles for the rest of your life.
Roman noodles.
Roman
According
noodles.
to what a man her name from.
We will call him Raja.
What
That's the
Raja
name.
said?
That's the name for
I
the
eat part
baby.
Roman noodles, Tasha.
Tasha. Hello. Tasha, you'll be eating ramen noodles.
But Tasha getting supported with her $30.
Damn, Tasha doing better than us. No, seriously, guys. Like, everything expensive.
Honestly, the last option that I would recommend is go to sugardaddy.com. Yeah, sugardaddy.com and just pray that daddy don't ask for no sugar.
Don't listen to this girl, okay? Don't go on no sugardaddy.com, guys. Being seriously, because we always joking around. Okay, sugar daddy might be an option for other people. It's not for
They
us.
have really good reviews.
No, listen. How do you know about that, Jamaica?
Honestly, I don't know if anyone that's younger is listening to this video, and if you are, you don't, I'm not saying to defy your parents, but understand that we are experienced and we're telling you that this is what we go through. Everyone's story is different, everyone's journey is different, but this is just our story, and I just want you to keep that in mind. So, you know, the struggle is real, but sometimes you have to go through, you know, bumps and, you know, turbulence before you get to that destination. So always remember that, and do what your heart desires.
Yeah, basically. I mean, we joke around a lot, but seriously speaking, just really do what you feel is best for you. That's the only way, because it's you that's living your own life, you know. So
Until next time, keep those minds anchored
and stable. Subscribe.